first of all, to have a healthy and full family and a long life, to be successful in whatever it is that I do.
Probably maybe start my own business or maybe owning my own bar one day.
I guess I want to be a manager of a restaurant or a master sommelier in wine.
Tener una casa, ver a mis hijos casados y que cada uno de ellos termine su carrera.
To have a settled life, to have my own house, my own family, to run my own life.
My biggest dream will probably be to buy a house in Mexico. I think that's my biggest dream.
Yeah, that was about 7 years ago when I was 14. My mom came in to my room one day in Mexico and she told me about it. She told me what we were gonna be doing, and she gave me a duffel bag and just told me to put everything that I thought was the most important thing that we had, or that I had, my personal belongings. We took a bus. We went to the bus station, and we went up to the border, to the Mexico-U.S. border. I don't know how long it took, about 10-11 hour drive from Mexico City, and I think my mom had already contacted this guy who was going to help us out, and when we got there we met with him. We got there like at, I like to say it was like 2 to 3 p.m. We waited till the sun went down, and they made us go through it was quite a journey. It was a 12-13 hour walk. It was overnight. We departed the hotel where we were at like 9 o'clock at night, and it took about 14 hours for us to be over here on American soil, for us to be in Houston. We didn't walk all the way over to Houston. Obviously, somewhere on American soil, a truck picked us up. Obviously, this person had contacts with somebody who was over here, and they picked us up on a pickup truck and took us over to Houston. That's where everybody was going to be meeting at, and that's where each of your I guess family members or whoever you're coming up here to stay with goes up there, and they pick you up, and that's where they pay the money for you to be given to your family.
La primera vez venía con mi hijo de 7 años. Nos juntamos un grupo de personas como de 10, 12 personas a lo mucho. Llegamos a Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, a casa de un señor. Después, a las 8 de la noche, salimos en un taxi hacia el río y nos dejaron cerca del río. Caminamos como 45 minutos para poder llegar al río. Fue en un mes de febrero, hacía mucho frío. Nos quedamos en la orilla del río hasta tirados, acostados, porque el señor nos decía que ahí estaban las patrullas fronterizas. Nos quitamos la ropa con todo el frío que hacía. A mi hijo lo cargaron en los hombros, un muchacho. Él no se metió al agua. Todos nos agarramos de la mano porque el agua, la corriente del río es muy fuerte. Entonces todos hacemos una cadena, nos abrazamos con las manos y nos vamos jalando el uno al otro, así hasta cruzar el río, pero con una mano agarrando a un compañero y con la otra mano agarrando tu ropa hacia arriba para que no se te moje con el agua. Y después, al terminar de cruzar el río, todos nos empezamos a vestir porque nos metemos al agua ahora sí que nada más en calzón, en brasier, y al salir del río te tienes que vestir rápido, el tiempo está muy limitado, y después de eso a correr. Tenemos que cruzar un freeway corriendo. Llegamos a un motel, pensábamos que eso era ya todo lo que teníamos que pasar, y más tarde llegó el señor con ropa para nosotros, nos cambiamos de ropa y después nos dieron unos boletos de avión.
I crossed it with my mom and about 5 other people, I remember. And we had to walk pretty much like 30 minutes before getting to the river. Once we got there, we had to wait about 3 hours, I'm guessing, for like the right moment for the patrol to get out of the way of where we were. after that, it was really cold, so we just pretty much had to wait and just take the pain. And after that, we had to take most of our clothes, pretty much stay like in our underwear. That way we didn't get the clothes wet and have to suffer even more of being cold. So we just took all of our clothes, and everyone started getting into crossing the river, walking, but since I was like 7 years old, I had to be like on top of someone's shoulders and not just carry my clothes and his clothes. And we crossed it, we put all of our clothes back on, and we pretty much walked for about like 10 hours. And it was all during the night. And then we just pretty much had to wait in a little spot where I guess the people knew that we were gonna have to meet him at a certain time. And then they just picked us up and took us to a hotel. And from there, they just started calling the family members from each person that crossed with us. And then they were supposed to pick us up, and that's pretty much it.
I remember being over $1,000 per person, and so it was 3 of us. It was definitely more than $3,000.
Por mi hijo de 7 años y por mí pagué $1,200 por cada uno. La segunda vez por mi hijo el chico y mi hijo el grande fueron $1,600 por cada uno. Y la tercera vez que crucé fui yo sola y fueron $2,000.
It was about $1,400 for each person.
Accomplished lots of things that I probably couldn't have accomplished back at home. I went to school and I'm still in it, so I like to say it was worth it.
Sí valió la pena por mis hijos.
Yeah, definitely. I think it has been worth it.
Addressing the world with smiles on our faces. These brown-eyed boys with brown hair went through struggles, now we pop champagne and much more to look for. Got my life on a positive note. Going to college, spending life savings in a bookstore. Succeeding in making movies. Hollywood is even on the scene. George Lopez and Carlos Santana got me living my dream. It's the guitar gets plucked on a string. I put it straight to my chest, celebrate for success. Feels good to be MEX. This is my world, I live to be the best. Feels good to have uncles as wartime vets. Dad did all the hard work. Mom's finally living the dream, crossing the border so she can finally breathe. I'm happy now, this is our anthology, bringing it live on MIC. Stories of the future, how my raza succeeds. And as I raise up my glass, toast for those who passed. Richie Valens, Selena, remember you within the hearts. Mexicans with different goals in different parts. This is for you, raise your glass. The Mexican is back. And as I raise up my glass, toast for those who passed. Richie Valens, Selena, remember you within the hearts. Mexicans with different goals in different parts. This is for you, raise your glass. The Mexican is back. We owning franchise markets, chasing stock markets. Started cutting lawns and picking in the fields. Now we got tequila companies going Fortune 500. Everybody loves Coronas. As far as hip hop, I'm going for one. Some of the greatest musicians influenced the world from LA. Cannot forget Richie Valens, Los Lobos and Cheech Marin. My uncle is a U.S. Marine. My grandfather was a soldado, may he rest in peace. Got a chip on my shoulder. This is the U.S. of A, where our culture has influenced this modern day. Chevy's on Whittier Boulevard, got the nation leaning throughout every backyard. I'm a brown proud Latino, call me amigo. I'll invite you to my mom's cookout. You call it cooking lo más preferido. Vámonos soldados, let's roll. And as I raise up my glass, toast for those who passed. Richie Valens, Selena, remember you within the hearts. Mexicans with different goals in different parts. This is for you, raise your glass. The Mexican is back. And as I raise up my glass, toast for those who passed. Richie Valens, Selena, remember you within the hearts. Mexicans with different goals in different parts. This is for you, raise your glass. The Mexican is back.